Oh, I can hear you. I don't know about the stream.
On that one. Should be back now. Ryan, can you hear me? Holler in the chat if you can hear me. There you go. Right, okay, sorry about that. It's been a while. No one sat in the chair for about 2 months. So, up the toffee shodders. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. You have to forgive me for being off for 2 weeks. I've had 2 weeks paternity, which has been helping Jade with the child. Fell asleep, which is why I have to be a bit quiet. Do you know what I mean? Just shh. So no trailers too loud, lads. So,
No trailers too. You're the one playing them.
No trailers too loud. No shouting, please. Yeah, we're just chilling. Right. So joining us, as Ryan says in the chat, we can hear Jam. Jam is here as always. NS is in the chat as well. NS is living the dream. But Jam, are you well?
I'm good.
How have you been?
I've been chill. What? I've been chill. Been decorating a lot this week. Last week, the week before.
Your mum's or yours?
The week before that, my mum's.
Is she alright? Is she getting there?
She's fine. But I mean, not much has actually changed since the last been on. Lego Star Wars, Rocket League,
yeah,
Apex.
I could have asked you this question 3 weeks ago and you would have said the same thing. Apart from you decorating your mum's. Okay, cool. What about Lego Star Wars? Because I've also purchased that game.
Episode 4.
So 4.
20-something hours
so
in.
You've got to the good stuff now. Right. You've got the tat out of the way.
The good stuff. It's just like an uphill climb and a bit of a...
Cool. Are you enjoying it?
Yes, tremendous.
Living the dream.
It's one of them chill games that I'll just play between everything.
Yeah,
and I'm flash grinding it too.
Getting that. Me and Jed are doing it co-op, so we're, when the little lad's asleep as he is now, we'll just, bash out a few of the sections, get all the studs, mate. Worry about what's the trophy? 10 billion studs, is it?
10 billion.
Yeah. So 100,000? Pretty much 10 billion to go. To be fair, we've been playing Rocket League a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Battle Bus OP.
Always have a good yeah, but mate, Team Battle Bus. Right, you can come play Rocket League with us. I'll open that invitation to anybody in the world. The only stipulation is you've got to be in the Battle Bus, and that's the end of it. And I'm sorry if that upsets you. I'm not sorry. We do well with the Battle Bus. I don't know how well we do ranked fucking Grand Champ, Diamond ranked or whatever. I don't know how well we do there, but we do alright in casual. So
we'd smash it.
We would, mate.
It wouldn't be fair to us to go into ranked.
No, man. Have you been doing anything else? You've watched anything? Are you ready for Friday?
Do you know what? I think I already told you this. I finished watching Supernatural.
Okay, right. Again, I could have asked you that 3 weeks ago.
Finished watching Supernatural, yeah. But I'll come back to Supernatural in a second. I'm now on a binge of watching a few YouTube channels that hack scammers. It's just so satisfying to watch.
Yeah, no. There's a dude on
scam betas.
There's a dude I watch on Twitch called.
Is it Jim Browning?
No, it's not. It's Kit Boga.
Scammer Payback. Kit Boga's. I've not looked at his stuff yet, but Scammer Payback.
He was the first one I noticed. He's got like a voice changer and he pretends to be an old granny. He's like, hello. And it's like an hour of the live, and it's like, fuck you, lot.
He reverse hacks their computers and deletes everything. It's fun.
It is fun.
But anyway, back to Supernatural. Have you seen the trailer for the new Supernatural?
I've not, but I've heard of. Is there a trailer? Do you want me to get it on screen? What is it?
Yeah.
Is it called The Winchesters?
Called The Winchester. I'm not sold on it yet.
Okay.
It looks a bit weird.
Is Ryan sold on it? I'll holler in the chat, right, if you're sold on it. Just holler anyway.
Yeah, Ryan.
All right.
I don't know, it felt Scooby-Doo-ish.
The Winchester story.
You're not emotionally prepared to watch. Okay, fair enough. Right, the trailer's on.
Oh yeah, I'll give it a watch.
Is this... So, for those of us uneducated in the Supernatural universe, what is it? Is it a prequel or a sequel or what? Yeah, I take it. Jeffrey Dean's not reprised his role, I'm going to guess. No. He could pull it off, because he's great, but... Right, he doesn't give a shit, does he? He's also in The Boys, I believe. Soldier Boy, right? Yeah. He wasn't. So we're not. Okay, that's funny. Originally, right? But he soon became, or what? Yeah, I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that all day long, mate. But we'll come back to it. Oh, I've clicked the wrong fucking face cam. Sorry, I was going to the 2 face cam. Jam. Is there anything else to tell us? No?
Not hard to think of, no.
2 weeks you've been off. You've not been... Cool. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, special guest today. Very excited. Huddersfield's finest is in the house.
Always.
Always, mate. Dan, well, technically, isn't he? But he is here, but Huddersfield's finest. Dan the man. Daddy Cool himself is here. Dan, are you well, sir?
I am. Tired, but I'm alright.
Living the dream. Been up once every 2 hours the past, what hours, Lucas, now? Is he?
He's
2?
10 weeks.
10 weeks.
He's 11, he's 11 weeks on Thursday.
Say 2.5. Yeah.
Get a job.
Yeah, get out of your house, mate.
He'll be going to uni soon. He's getting that big.
Yeah, man. How big is he now? Is he hidden weighed recently? Or I don't know. People ask that question a lot. I've noticed people ask that question a lot. Do you know?
We try and weigh him every sort of week or so. I haven't done it this week so far. He's due, but last time I weighed him, he was weighing in at 15.2, I think. 15.
Chubby
pounds.
mess, mate.
He's huge.
Put down the fork. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
He
Dan,
just doesn't stop eating.
mate, I could every 2 hours on the dot, mate. Bring me that teat.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I mean, I feel where it's coming from. Honestly, I feel where it's coming from. Bring me that teat all day long.
Oh, they've had it all day.
You get life benefits out of it, doesn't he? I just
to answer Ryan's question, no idea.
Yeah, it was just one of the things that would.
It just kind of happened.
Yeah,
I think
because the doctors told Jade that wasn't scientifically possible. I won't go into detail, but that's what she said. Alright, fuck you, science. See you in a bit.
You like, hold my beer.
Yeah, fine. Super sperm coming through, mate. You know what I mean? I'm not having that shit. But everything good? All well? Everything's good? Yeah.
Yeah.
What have you been playing? Tired, but I've seen you play a few video games, Dan. Don't you lie to me. Don't you sit there and say you've not played anything, because I know you played a certain Raid of Tombs, mate. You've been on that a bit.
Yeah, I kind of. So I was thinking about what games I haven't completed, and I was like, I've done Tomb Raider and I've done Rise of the Tomb Raider, but I've never actually played Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Shadow's the second one. Is it the third?
Shadow's the third, and
right.
That's one I haven't played yet.
And I've just kind of I've had it for ages. I think I got it through Epic last, and I just haven't got around to playing it. And I was like, I can't remember a lot from the first 2 games. I can remember it, but I'm just gonna play through them again. So I have. And they hold up really well. Really enjoying it. Fantastic games, very good. Just all round great fun. And yeah, I've just been cracking on with that really. I'm just trying to think if I've played anything else recently. I think I had a bit of a run on GTA because I had a bit of an itch.
5, yeah? Or
5, yeah.
Yep.
I had a bit of an itch for it.
Right.
So I've downloaded it and messed around with that a little bit. But other than that, that's it, really, I think.
No.
Next game I'm going to jump on. I want to jump back onto Fallen Order again.
Yeah, no, Fallen Order's great.
I'm feeling an itch for it again.
It's been a bit Star Warsy, mate, with Friday on the horizon. I'm excited about that. I mean, it's so cool to see like Hayden Christensen just be buzzing about Star Wars again, because I'm sure he had a shit time when the films come out, because people are dickheads, aren't they? Like, what's his name? Who did Jar Jar Binks? What's it?
Ahmed Best.
He had a fucking horrible time, didn't he? I don't envy him at all. But in fact, he's good again now, so hopefully.
Yeah.
But gentlemen, that's me. Actually, it's been 3 weeks. I lie. That's me.
You've been playing more video games than you've ever played in your life, probably.
Well, he's he's always asleep. So that is not far from the truth. But that's me.
What have you been playing?
I've been chilling. First things first. I just, you know what I mean. We had a lot of questions, a lot of comments, a lot of this, a lot of that. It's like, oh JT, you're gonna stop playing video games now. Like, I mean, it is hard because obviously he's gonna get older, be playing them out. He's gonna be awake a lot more than he is now, so he's gonna want to play, which, you know, my son will have everything he needs in life. Which leads me to I need to get some off my chest. It's gonna kill me to say this. Right, I just need to get some off my chest. Ladies and gentlemen, who the fuck do you think you're talking to when you ask me those questions? Do you know what I mean? There is no doubt in my mind I'll be playing video games until the day I die. I'll be playing everything. Fucking God put me on this planet. Almighty, whoever it may be, whoever you worship, put me on this planet to eat shit, play video games, and just go on a loop, mate. Do you know what I'm saying? All these questions I've had do not know me at all. With that being said, to answer your question though, Jam. Okay, that was a prop. Don't worry, he's fine. Final Fantasy X.
Let's gear that up.
Yeah, just so we're on the same page. Final Fantasy X, I've been on because he's always asleep on me. So I was like playing a lot of turn-based stuff. It's quite easy to play it one hand. Do you know what I mean? So you can sort of one-hand it because it's not like action orientated like you're like a Nier, for example, Devil May Cry, anything like. You don't need, or a fighting game. You don't need to be constantly like this. So that holds up not surprisingly well. It's always been a good game, but it holds up well. Do you know what I mean?
It's a great game.
Is he sleeping? Right.
They need to remake it.
That doesn't need remaking. It's fine as it is.
I can't see this. What?
Of course he's eating. He's munching on that teat, mate. Like I'm surprised as well how well the FMVs hold up. I don't know if you've watched them recently, but like the transition from like in-game footage to FMV back to very impressive. Even now it would be impressive, but especially when it's 2001 it come out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It does. I mean, some of the animations are obviously it's PS2 game, so you give it a bit of leeway when it comes to like robotic animation. Sometimes
the greatest graphical achievement.
I mean, obviously, it's probably the greatest game ever made, to be honest. But it's very good. I mean, I got it for 25-ish, 10 and 10 on the Switch. So
worth every penny.
I mean, to be fair, I still can't believe you've not played 10-2. That worries me a bit.
Yeah, I know. 10's like one of my top games.
Yeah, that is a bit weird. Also been on Triangle Strategy.
No, zero people.
Oh mate, if you like lore in your video games, you buy yourself Triangle Strategy. So I'm playing that game for 6 or 7 hours, had about 2 battles, maybe 3 at this point. It's very dense. It's like a George Martin book. Do you know what I mean? It's very just shit and
reading.
Yeah, but if you like that kind of, you know, fucking old realmy, medievally fucking high fantasy shit. I mean, and obviously it's a tactics game, so there you go. 10-2 is weird, right? I'll give you that. What else? I mean, I've had to check because I've fucking been on bare. Iron Chronicles Rising, that Suikoden predecessor game, which is the Metroidvania-esque one, not the one that's more like Suikoden, I should say. That's also very good. It gives the itch. I need more of it. I'm more invested. I'm more invested now in 100 Heroes, which is out next year. So I'm very, very, very excited. But yeah, I've also been watching a few films. Watching that Spiral Book of Saw film. Have you seen that? Chris Rock in a Saw film. It doesn't sit right with me. The film's fine.
Isn't he the detective type guy?
Yeah. It doesn't... I mean, Chris Rock's very capable, but I mean, I always see him as the zany, wacky comedian type person.
Yeah.
But it is what it is, mate. That was good. I mean, you probably don't know this about me. I fucking love the Saw films, even the shit ones. I don't know why. Just guilty pleasure.
I don't really remember. The first one I remember.
First
one's the fifth, maybe.
I mean, yeah, to most people, they probably do merge into one.
I just get lost when they make too many films.
Yeah, no,
not necessarily like Marvel, because that stands over everything, but like when it's just a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like Fast and Furious, it's like, calm down.
The fact that that's not called Fast 10 You Seatbelts is I'm fuming. Do you know what I mean? I'm just actually fuming. No Time to Die. Did you watch that as well, Jam? You lied to me.
It's a very good film.
It is
very good film about that.
It is good.
And Doctor Strange. Watch that too.
You have. Oh, you have. Come back to that in a second. No Time to Die. I mean, everything you want from a Bond film, I think. Great send off to Daniel Craig. And it's intriguing. I know what it's just a. I'm not going to give anything away, but they do a good job in resetting the palette, if you will, for the next person, whoever that may be. Who's your Idris Elba? Yeah, I'd be down with that.
I'd like to see Idris Elba as Bond. He's really cool. Everyone wants Henry Cavill, but I think it's too on the nose and too obvious. And he's too hench.
Is he? He's English, isn't he? Yeah, of course he is.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
He's a full English breakfast, is Henry Cavill.
No, he's a perfect.
I'm not saying he won't make a good James Bond. I just think he'll be.
He'll be
just such an obvious choice that you stand at.
He's got the look about him as well, which goes in his favour. But he probably because my gran would not watch Daniel Craig at all, like which is.
Daniel Craig's my favourite Bond.
I mean, I do have a soft spot for Pierce Brosnan because.
I did watch GoldenEye the other day.
Yeah, GoldenEye's fucking mint. Like still now, it's so good.
But
I do have a soft spot for Pierce Brosnan. Also watched Mad Max Fury Road again because it was a 6th anniversary. It was an anniversary the other day, last week or something. I think it's 6, and do you know what I mean? But Fury Road is fucking mint. Like.
Big one long chase scene.
Yeah, it basically split in 2 hours, but yeah, it basically did that, and a bit of tat on it either end, and something a little bit in the middle. But I mean, what more do you want from a fucking action film than Fury Road? I don't know what you want. It's brilliant, and George Miller, that's his name, right? I'm pretty sure that's the director's name. I can't wait for Wastelands and Furiosa films. I can't wait for them. I know he's got a film out this year, which was a bit weird. Got Idris Elba in it. And also, last but not least, I also watched Force Awakens again, which is my favourite prequel trilogy film.
Oh, sequel.
Yeah, sequel trilogy. Sorry, yeah. I'm fucking high fuck. Sequel trilogy film. I think they get worse. Not that they get bad. I don't like Rise of Skywalker much, but do you know what I mean? It is what it is.
Last Jedi was.
Give it 20 years.
Give it 20 years. We'll be in the same boat. James, Doctor Strange, please.
Not as good as Spider-Man, but still really good.
Okay, speaking of the MCU, while we're here, do you want to bin off today's episode and just do that?
That's up to you.
Dan, would you be happy with that?
There's 3 of us.
We'll do. I wanted a decent conversation with more than 2 of us. So Dan, if you're happy,
yeah, we'll do it.
Yeah. Okay. Forget the title. I'm going to change it. Okay, ranking the MCU. Ryan knows the answer to these. So Ryan, if you can, behave yourself, please. Let me just change this now. There you go. Oh, Ryan's forgot already. Right. Okay, we're going in. I'm gonna. Right. Okay. Sorry, I've just got to tweet things. We don't have a PR person, so I have to do it myself. You know what I mean?
One
day, maybe. Sorry. Right, so a couple of months, feels like forever ago now. We asked people to fill out a questionnaire. Basically, drag and drop your favourite MCU films. It was December. Basically, drag and drop your favourite MCU films in order of preference. So 1 is your favourite, 27 is your least favourite. Not bad, because we don't use that word on this show.
Multiverse of Madness is not included, though.
Yeah, it cuts off at Spider-Man, because Multiverse of Madness wasn't out when we did it. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm going to set a timer, so forgive us for going over it, for like 3 minutes of film. Do you want to do that? Maximum, and then we'll just move on. Yeah. So let me set a timer up on my phone. Quick, I'll have to rejig this. I do apologise, everybody. I know you're all eager. I need to open the fucking Excel spreadsheet as well.
Yeah. Some films won't need 3 minutes for. They'll be like, that was shit, let's move on. And that was the first one. That
was my thinking. So the first 10 or so, we're just going to go, whatever. I imagine the first... Fucking hell, right. Oh, fuck. Okay, cool. Right, clock. Timer. Can I start and then can I do it that way? No, that's wrong. Stopwatch, sorry. Start. Yeah, okay, I can do it that way. I can do it that way. Right. Use a timer on my phone. When I hit 3 minutes, I'll shout up. But we'll be fair. Jam's about to start exercising, by the way. Right, everybody.
Why am I going to exercise? I'm making tea.
Right. Number 1 in the charts this week is Horizon Forbidden West, by the way, in case you cared.
It's not a restock.
Yes. You know it is. Drum roll, play. Right, okay. 27 films. MCU.
Can I just guess the last one?
What, the one I'm about to say?
I've got 2 guesses.
The one I'm about to say.
I've got 2 guesses. Yeah, I've got 2 guesses of what the worst ones are.
Well, the bottom 2.
Or bottom 2.
Yeah, go on. Let
me guess the bottom 1.
Okay, number
20. I'll give you 2 out.
27th least favourite MCU film up to.
It better be Thor 2 or Eternals.
Right. Okay. I can't reveal that information. I can reveal that information in about 30 seconds. Are you just ready? Are you ready? I'm ready. Number 27. We're going to go from order. Bang, 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 bang. 27th on our list. The definitive, because after this we're going to do the Final Fantasy games, because I'm in for it. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to set it up again. We'll discuss that. I will discuss that after we've done these. So number 27 out of 27 is, drum roll please, Jam, you're right, Eternals is bottom.
Eternals,
I don't think anyone's seen it.
It's not.
You've seen it?
I've seen it, yeah.
I haven't seen it. Dan, have you seen it?
Eternals, no.
No, okay. Jam,
I hadn't at this point, but I still think I put it bottom.
Okay, Jam, why is... Okay, Ryan's not seen it. Why is Eternals the bottom of this list? No one's seen it, probably. Apart from that.
I don't know, it's just... It definitely feels like its own film.
Yeah.
Like it's not tied into the MCU. But it also doesn't feel like a Marvel film. It just feels like a really... I don't know, not budget made. It's very good looking, but are very more far-fetched than what the MCU is.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's going to be fans out there that probably know about them already. I had no idea until I saw the film.
Yeah, I imagine there's been a few Marvel properties, but it's like no one knew about this until the film came out. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I even go as far as say Doctor Strange was quite niche before. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think now was like everyone knows him, and Iron Man wasn't as niche as Doctor Strange, but it's quite wasn't like Spider Man. Do you know what I mean?
Wasn't Spider Man or Wolverine?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't seen it. I can't comment. I did put it bottom because I have no interest in watching that film. Dan, do you have an interest in watching it?
No.
Is anyone else? I know the MCU thrives of like, wonder who's going to turn up. Anyone else in this film, or is it?
Yeah, someone turns up.
Okay, without spoiling too much, that's fine.
Are you going to watch it? Because I can just tell you.
I'm not going to talk about spoilers. I'm not going to watch it.
Harry Styles.
I meant, I knew he was in it, right? Did anybody turn up?
Do you want me to tell you who he is?
Okay, no.
Which makes zero
Adam. I don't
know what his name is. I just his relation to somebody.
Is he related to Guardians of the Galaxy by any chance?
No.
That's not what I was thinking
So
of then.
Harry Styles turns up in this as human Harry Styles character, whatever. He's someone's brother.
Okay, that's all you need to say.
Yeah, and it's no one you'd expect.
Nick Fury.
What?
Nick Fury.
No.
Hulk.
Nope.
Okay, cool. Right, number 26. Drum roll, please. Do you have any guesses, or do we just? I'll just say at this point because.
Thor: Dark World.
But not Thor: Dark World.
Then it's wrong.
No, unfortunately, John. It is The Incredible Hulk. I think it's very low. Edward Norton one, yeah. For the films that are above it, I think that's very harsh on this one because
It's probably just because it was disjointed from the MCU.
Yeah,
but it is the MCU.
Because
they recast them, didn't they?
Yeah, the recast.
Wasn't it technically the first MCU film?
Iron Man, that was. And then,
yeah.
I mean, technically, yeah, because Iron Man, then would start the MCU, if you will. So in technicalities, it would be the first one, even though it was after Iron Man. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was alright. Edward Norton's fantastic. But again, what's his name? The new dude. The newer dude.
Mark Ruffalo.
Thank you. He's sublime as Hulk. He plays Eric Banner, because Eric Banner was the Bruce Banner in the first Hulk films, but the one Andy likes. Do you know what I mean?
Eric Banner's the actor.
Yeah, I always swap them names around by accident. But like Mark Ruffalo is a tremendous Bruce Banner, and it's a shame that he's not in his own Hulk film. He just seems like a side project and everything else. I think he'd do quite well, even though, without spoiling too much, a certain Hulk villain does turn up in another film, I believe. Like
Two other films. No, he's in another film.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
But he's in the She-Hulk trailer too.
Yeah. Okay, that's interesting.
That's not spoilery. He's in.
That looks interesting.
He was in the Shang-Chi trailer as well. He was in the trailers for both.
That does look interesting. But I mean, I do feel this. I do feel that this film is better than the next one. I haven't seen that one. I've not seen that one. That one, I do feel this should be 3 or 4 places higher than it is, to be honest. But that's just me. I don't know how you feel about this one. I'm not saying it's the greatest film of all time or anything. I'm not saying it's like the Scarface of the MCU. I'm not saying that. Do you know what I mean? But it's a good watch. Moving on. Anything else before I do? Mate, 3 minutes are up. We need to move on.
All the Dark World.
Jam, finally, you got one. broken clock's right twice a day. Do you know what I'm saying? 4 Dark World.
I can't remember anything that happens in it. I remember watching it. Well, what the hell was that? Let's move on.
Yeah, 4 Dark World. Dreadful, mate. Dreadful. Do you know what I mean? Dan, have you seen this one?
Yes.
Did you like it? I know you liked it.
No. Very regrettably.
No. Again, like Jam, I'm with you. I can't remember a fucking thing of this. I know Chris Eccleston's in it.
Ryan's probably right. That's probably the only notable thing that happened. I still can't remember that happened.
Yeah, that does happen. That does happen. But we don't care. We do care. Like, they were cool, but I mean, you've watched the new 4 trailer.
Came out this morning.
This morning. This or not?
No, I haven't got around.
It's great.
I was a kid.
But yeah, I was forgetful. Like, if Credible looks better than this, I'm sorry. Like, you're all wrong. I know this is I know this is the definitive list of Marvel MCU films, but you're all wrong, and I'm sorry. I overruled in this one. But it is the people. People voted for the Nazis. So what are you gonna do?
I was gonna say this is a democracy. So.
There's free speech and all that, mate.
Yep.
Everyone's entitled to the wrong opinion, like you, Jam. But I mean, I have nothing to say. Nothing else. I do not like this one. I'm not sure what happened because the first 4 was all right. I thought it was a bit rough in places, but I thought, again, he's another one that was quite niche before the films, before the MCU. Now everyone knows. Dreamy Chris Hemsworth, thank you, as Thor. So there you go. Anything to add Thor 2 before I move on?
Absolutely not.
Now I'll move on. Number 24 is a pattern here because it seems to be the second film in a certain character's series is the worst one. I think Ant-Man and the Wasp. I've not seen this.
Oh, I've seen that.
Have you?
Like,
that expression says it all. Right, Dan, have you seen this one?
I was just watching the trailer, sorry.
So Ant-Man and the Wasp number 24. Have you seen this one?
No.
No. Right, that's... Right, Jam, if you would. The timer's on. You've got 3 minutes maximum to fill us in about this.
Generic Paul Rudd film, funny gags, and then in the background there's an MCU story.
So basically the first Ant-Man, but a lot worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. You like the first Ant-Man, right? I thought it was good.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think this one's awful.
Yeah. Is it worthy of its place at 24th out of 27?
There's some films I'm obviously not remembering, but I couldn't tell you right now.
So you've no objection to it being this low?
Not yet.
Okay.
Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Okay. Cool.
The first Captain America should be under that film.
Right, okay, cool, okay. You may have your wish then. Look, 23, are you ready? I've not seen this one either. Hang my head in shame. Just take my geek card, nerd card I should say, and just rip it up. Do you know what I mean? Black Widow, I've not seen this. I know, is Haley Steinfeld in this one? I think. No? Okay, who's in
Hawkeye.
A character in that is in Hawkeye, right? And she's in Hawkeye. Is that right?
No. No, it's her sister is in Hawkeye and in Black Widow.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry. Yeah, that's what I meant. Dan, have you seen this one?
No, what I haven't seen.
Black Widow, yes.
Yeah,
yes, I have.
Jam,
yes.
have you?
Yes.
Right, I'll put... timer's going on. Do you have an issue with it being this low?
Yeah, I do.
Because Captain America's not.
Yeah.
Okay. I also agree. The first Captain America is worse than Black Widow.
I always feel...
Black Widow's a good film. Again, like the Eternals, it's a bit just disjointed from the MCU.
Yeah.
But at least it's a character you know. And yeah, there's no magic and fancy sparks and like big aliens and stuff. It's just an action film.
Yeah. Man, Black Widow never really like the character never really appealed to me. I just felt she was part of the furniture, but never part of the. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to like Scarlett Johansson's very capable. Don't get me wrong.
But it was Florence Pugh that made that film. She's really, really good.
Why do I recognise that name?
She's in something. She's a British actor, but she plays Black Widow's sister.
Right.
But she's very good. She's a bit of the comic relief as well. Like she's in Hawkeye.
Oh, hang on. I do know her because she's
in Little Women. I can know that.
Yeah, but she's also, well, you know. You know.
Good looking.
She's alright. She's alright.
She is attractive, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. I know what you mean, because she's like proper British, isn't she? Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but she like sort of hides it well in the films she watches.
She does a very good Russian accent, yeah.
Yes, she does. Right, moving on. Anything to add on that, by the way?
Mm-mm. But moving yeah, I think that deserves to be higher.
Okay, that one deserves to be higher. Dan, do you think that deserves to be higher? Was that higher on your list?
It would be higher on my list.
Okay, no problem, mate. Right, where's Excel, mate? Give it here. 22. This is where I think our opinions are gonna clash. Because I think this film deserves to be a little bit lower. But I know Jam likes this film. I'm not sure about Dan. Remember I said the sequels objectively usually the worst in like I say, like maybe Captain America's not part of that. But Jam, you are correct. Iron Man 2, number 22 on the list. Everyone's seen this film, I believe. This is when the MCU was on the up. I imagine everyone's seen this one.
It's the first sequel, wasn't it?
It was the first sequel. You're right. Jam, did you like this one?
Yeah.
Why?
I understand it's not the best one.
It's not the best one. It's not a good one, but go on.
Iron Man 1's the best one, but I think it gets a bad rap just because it wasn't Iron Man 1.
Yeah. I mean, there's many other factors as to why it gets a bad rep.
There are, but why the hell haven't we seen Captain America yet? Which is worse than Iron Man 2.
I didn't like. I mean,
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you think. It only matters what I think.
I mean, well, to be fair, I should get that on the t-shirt. It doesn't matter what you think. It matters what I think. Daniel, have you seen Iron Man 2?
Yes.
Is it your favourite film of all time?
No.
No. Why? It's great.
I'm probably with Jam a little bit where he states that it's not as good as the first, which it isn't by any stretch of the imagination.
No stretch of any imagination is it better than the first one.
But I would also say Captain America was worse.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm inclined to agree. I do think
that still hasn't appeared yet.
Yeah,
so.
I mean Mickey Rourke. Mickey Rourke's a fine actor. Fine actor.
Yeah,
I
agree. Mickey Rourke wasn't the greatest.
He's just a bit. I don't know. And Justin Hammer turned off. I was like, Sam Rockwell's here. Like, what? Who's this dude? Like, okay.
Let's face it. The soundtrack probably carried it quite a bit.
Yeah, the soundtrack. I've got the soundtrack. The big. I got an AC/DC Iron Man cover too, but I don't know whatever it is.
I remember when you got that.
Well, I had to get it right as the AC/DC.
I remember when you got that.
Yeah, man. It was good. I also remember. But I get weakest of the Iron Man films, or do you think?
I don't know. 3 wasn't much better.
I didn't rate 3 at all. But we'll carry on we'll carry as music on. Number drum roll, please. 21. Are you ready?
It's not the Captain America. It's wrong, probably.
Jam, unfortunately, it is wrong. Then, if you're gonna think that, as you clue, it's not Captain America. It is the first Thor film. It's number 21. Which I think's harsh, although I get it. Do you know what I mean?
I didn't really like the first Thor film, so I'm not going to disagree.
I mean, it has its issues. I feel Asgard was like you could do so much of Asgard, and it was just like a whole. Like, come on.
Mm-hmm.
Like Taika Waititi had the right idea. Just get rid of it. Dan, you've seen this one, right? This was also Phase 1. Do you like it or not?
It's a bit of a weird one. I actually didn't mind it, but again, there's much worse films, and it's still lower than it should be. I think because it's not horrendous. It's obviously. I think the problem is we've been spoiled a bit by Thor because the first few were a bit naff, and then
Taika's took over, and it's just
Ragnarok came out, and we've been absolutely ruined because those are absolutely fantastic.
Brilliant. I feel that's what needed to. I think they needed to develop the Thor character because he was just like a side bit. Now he's just like he's not the main dude or anything, but he's like close your eyes, you see Thor after.
He's standing on the podium, kind of.
Yeah. Okay, but yeah, I mean, I because I do like that shit anyway. So Thor.
See, this is one of the things I can't relate to. That sort of stuff I'm not so into.
I fancy Norse shit, even though it's technically space, but it's Norse. Do you know what I mean? So here's what it is, gentlemen. Brings us to the next one. To be fair, right, he was a bastard. He was a prick because he was like an arrogant twat. I love that about him, but
it was a basic.
It is what it is. Gentlemen, I hated the fact that they dyed his eyebrows and blonde. That pissed me off.
Yeah,
that looked weird. No shit to people that have blonde eyebrows. No shit, but to do it to him, it looked odd. Do you know what I mean? I saw a picture like this morning when they were like comparing the Thors and like all the films, and I was like, "That's weird." Anyway, Jam. It's your time to shine, mate. Captain America, the first Avenger, number 20 out of 27 on our list of the top MCU films of all time.
It's too high up.
It's too high. I agree. I'm sure Dan agrees with us as well.
Do you,
Dan?
agree.
Yeah. I don't get Captain America, right?
Why?
I don't know. Maybe it's because he's just rah yay America, but I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Chris Evans again. I'd say again, as Captain America, Chris Evans is great. He's brilliant. Funny. He's got quips and everything. Captain America could have been a 30-minute film. Could have been a straight to Disney Plus special, mate. You know what I mean? But again, it's got Hugo Weaving in as well as Red Skull. Hugo Weaving's fine actor, and I don't know, man. I think they're still trying to find the feet a bit with what they wanted to do with the MCU at this point, which is why Thor 1, Captain America 1, Iron Man 2 aren't favourable in the long run. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I also think that what the MCU does lack is good villains. They also only got Loki and Thanos, basically. There's others. Don't get me wrong, but they're like so. Christian Bale looks mint, by the way.
He does.
Fuck it. It needs to be a bit more. We'll talk about Thor in a minute. Number 19. Are you ready, or do you have anything else to add? Do you want to go? Or are we good?
No, carry on.
Dan, are we good? Do you want me to move on?
Yeah, move on.
Right, let's do it. Number 19 is Iron Man 3.
Good.
Yeah?
That's what I was thinking. I was like, that needs to come up.
Yeah. We all love Iron Man, but 2 and 3 are a bit shortchanged a bit, I felt. Do you know what I mean? I cannot watch.
One of the good things about 2 is we finally got War Machine.
Yeah, and then it was just a bit...
And then in the third one, they just painted and pulled in something else, and it's like, this is not what we want.
No, I agree.
I'm Patriot, or whatever it was.
Yeah, and it was... I don't know, man. And the Mandarin...
There's about 1,500 Iron Man suits that Tony Stark has built, flying around. I'm like, this one man. He doesn't have a factory.
He's a rich man. Not me. Dan, did you like this one?
I didn't mind it. It's not the worst film, obviously, because it's higher up.
This is 19 on the definitive list, mate. It's not the worst film. Scientifically, the worst film is Eternals, mate. That's just a scientific fact, mate.
Just a scientific fact.
Yeah.
But it deserves to be where it is. It's kind of...
I think 19 is about right for Iron Man 3.
It's
forgettable.
Yeah. It's quite forgettable.
Mm-hmm. Do you know the director is the same director? What's his name? Somewhat Black, I think. He did Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. No, we don't care. But yeah, Mandarin was a bit like, if you're gonna do that, don't bother. Do you know what I mean? Like, I get because he can be a bit.
He comes up again. He's in something else as well. What's he in?
Shang-Chi. That sounds right.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I get he can be a bit stereotypical racist. I understand that, and you know, would you prefer them to do it differently, or would you prefer them to not add the Mandarin at all?
What do you mean in Iron Man 3?
Yeah, because I think what a lot of people's problem is in the trailers, Ben Kingsley's the Mandarin, who is a big fucking badass. It's going to go down, one of Iron Man's best villains in the comics, and then they just do that sort of flip, and he's like watching Liverpool in the Champions League final against Chelsea to being a dickhead. He's an actor, basically, which is fine. Like,
I'd rather of him being the actual villain.
Yeah, but I mean, again, it does touch on, like I say, stereotypical races. if you sort of read the comics now, it's a bit... 60s were a strange time. Especially that Duke Nukem... that was the 90s, but that Duke Nukem poster I showed you the other day, Jem, was bad.
Oh, yeah.
It was bad. Like, who okayed that shit, mate? But I think we're all agreed that 19th is about right for Iron Man 3, which scientifically proven to be the ultimate...
Ryan loves Iron Man 3. Did I tell you? Tony did make his own villain, I suppose.
In the trailers leading up to it, right, it was...
Yeah, we all got hyped for the Mandarin.
It's like Godzilla.
We were sold.
Godzilla, the 2016 one, sold you Walter White versus Godzilla. I don't want to spoil anything, but it doesn't play like that. And I'm not going to spoil anything more. But, I mean, Iron Man 3 is fine. Well, maybe we shouldn't watch trailers. We shouldn't watch trailers. Like Last of Us trailers. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, moving on. Number 18. Are you ready? Drum roll, please. The greatest film of all time.
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man. It's right.
I'm on fire here.
I like Ant-Man a lot, to be honest. I think they should be higher.
I agree with Brian there. Just enjoying people as they come.
Yeah. I love a trailer, though.
I'm not one of the people who go, I don't like that film. We should start a petition to get it remade.
Yeah. Okay, Ryan is seething Ant-Man being above Iron Man 3. I also...
Oh, for God's sake, Winston, stop.
Winston's fuming. I think with Ant-Man, Edgar Wright was really set to do it, and he's got his DNA all over it. You can tell it's so... It's flash and flare is just all over it. And Winston's fuming. Dan, have you seen Ant-Man?
Yes.
Do you like Ant-Man?
Yeah, I actually quite
like it.
Should
It be above Iron Man 3? Because Ryan is seething.
It's better than Iron Man 3.
Better than Iron Man 3. Overruled, right? I'm sorry. Overruled. Yeah? So, what we'll do... And Paul Rudd doesn't age as well, so... It is what it is, mate.
Is he like 50 decades?
Yeah.
He's about 50, yeah. I mean, yeah, and it's... What's his name? What's the actor's name who plays the villain in this? Michael... Is it Michael? Have I made that up? Hang on.
Who's filling that, man?
It's Thingy. Michael Douglas. Is he in... Yeah, Michael Douglas.
He's not the villain.
But he's in it. And he turns into a prick. Right?
No, No.
Yeah.
He's...
No.
Oh, no, I'm thinking Ant-Man and the Wasp.
You are. Shut up, mate.
I can't even remember the first one. I don't know.
Yeah. No, man, it's cool. Some of the stunts and set pieces are cool. But, gentlemen, enough nonsense. Shall we move on? Number 17 on this list. I'm intrigued about this one because I think a few people may believe this one to be lower than it is.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
No.
Ooh.
Captain Marvel.
Oh, we forgot about that.
Because that tells you everything you need to know. Dan, have you seen Captain Marvel?
Yes.
Do you like Captain Marvel enough for it to be number 17 unless or should it be higher or lower?
Higher.
Captain Marvel, right?
I agree with Dan.
I really enjoyed it.
We're gonna get on here because Captain Marvel gets a lot of shit. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen like people crying about it. Which, whatever, like, you know, it's a dominant female-led character film. For some reason, people get upset about that. As you can tell on the internet, when you know, Thor having Mighty Thor now being, if you've seen the trailers, is now female. People have got a problem with that, even though it's been in the comics for years. But whatever. I like this one. I thought it was good.
I do.
Lost me a bit the second, third, the middle third. I was a bit okay, but then as it come back round to the end and got her powers and Samuel L. Jackson was there and it was all kicking off. It was good. And her mate was a prick as well, and there was that sort of betrayal story, revenge and all that shit. But I enjoyed this one. And
I did.
Brie Larson should play Samus Aran in the Metroid film. I'll sign that petition all day long.
That would be
maybe we
good.
can talk. Oh, yeah. Maybe Nintendo can sort something out after this Mario film comes out, which is going to be a train wreck. I can see it, but I'm all for it. Do you know what I mean? I'm all for it. But Captain Marvel, anything to add to Captain Marvel, lads?
No, but yeah, I think it should be higher.
Higher. Not like top 5, but higher. Oh.
No, like we're talking between 10 and 14. I think.
Yeah, about what Ryan says. Yeah,
which is about right.
Number 16 on our list. We are flying through these, lads. Don't worry, we're going. I've not seen this film. I told Jam I was going to watch it, and I never did. I'm sorry.
You say that about a lot of films to tell
to be fair. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings is number 16, sorry. Dan, have you seen this? I know Jam has.
No, I haven't.
Okay, Jam, why is this film should be higher, lower, or is about right?
I think this is it's like, I don't know. I think it's much like the first Thor. It's like, he's not very well known, so no one's invested in the character. Mainstream MCU fans that don't know the comic books probably are like, who's this guy? I mean, it's not a bad film. It's pretty good. And we know that he's an Avenger, or will be. I think most of this new people are anyway.
Yeah. I believe the guy that plays Shang-Chi. Sorry.
Yeah, Simu Liu.
He's very famous in his homeland, isn't he?
I
believe he's very famous in his homeland. He's been in a lot of films, I think. Carry on, sorry.
Maybe. But I think the one thing they've got this right in, I mean, I could be completely wrong. So they introduce the film goes on, blah, blah, blah. You obviously know he's going to become an Avenger.
Obviously.
I know it's not shock spoiler, but
I'm suing you.
I've not watched, so like, in WandaVision and a few of the others, there's no real, this guy's going to be an Avenger. There's like it's just there and season's finished, done.
Is anybody else in this film, or is it self-contained? Not including Tim Roth. Not including him. I know that one.
Yeah, but yeah, someone else is in it.
Okay.
And that's how you kind of
that's all you need to tell me. That's all you need to tell me, mate.
So I think Shang-Chi is like the first new Avenger.
Yeah. But what, in Phase 4, right?
Yeah, so
I believe
I'm pretty sure he will be in the next Avengers film.
Mate, if you ever get a chance, by the way, no sponsors, I just think they're nice. Fruit salad, gummy things, nice.
Fruit salad is glorious.
Fruit salad are glorious.
But then we've got the guys from WandaVision, Monica Rambeau's daughter.
Yeah.
So Captain Marvel's friend's daughter, she becomes something, and they're like, oh, I can't remember her name now.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I'm pretty sure she's going to be in the Avengers, but it doesn't let you know if she is or isn't. But there's always a cliffhanger.
No,
I think Shang-Chi did it better than any other thing I've seen for leading it into the next thing.
Mate, MCU thrives on what ifs and who's coming around the corner and who's going to be in it, and it's always what's going to happen, which I think I said before always puts me off MCU stuff. It's like, just tell me the story now. Do it now. Don't make me wait 20 minutes for a stupid clip I don't care about.
14 years.
Now, yeah, man. In it, Dan, anything to add to Shang-Chi? Are you interested to watch this film? Because I want to watch it.
I do want to watch it. I will get round to watching it eventually.
Like, you don't need to remind me every 6 months, Jam. We'll watch it when we're ready, yeah?
I told you,
mate, I'm
big dragons in it, and you're like, I'm in.
I'm in, mate. Just don't. Right, just whatever. Right, now, number 15. We're making good progress. Should be done soon. Don't worry. Now, if it was ranking the MCU trailers, this film would be number 1. I mean that, because I love the trailer for this one. I'm not gonna beat around the bush about it. I'm just gonna get on it. It is the first Avengers film on our list. Age of Ultron. Now, I think personally this is too high. I didn't gel with this film at all. I'm not sure what you two think. I'm sure you've both seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Dan Swinton.
No. Yeah, I said yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
I'm wincing with why is it so high?
Yeah. Okay, you were me. Jan, were you with us, or are you?
I liked it. I did like Age of Ultron.
Of course, you liked it. Fucking kidding.
It's probably why it's so high.
Probably you spammed it.
I did vote it as number 1 to piss you lot off.
No, you didn't.
No, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
I mean, I don't know. Like Ultron himself, I think James Spader did again. These actors always do a good job. I just think I don't know. They're just sort of
Ryan's got taste.
The sort of je ne sais quoi is sort of not there a bit, and I don't know. It's just nonsense, mate. I mean, it's all nonsense. Don't get me wrong, but this was
I was about to say it's all nonsense.
It's all grade A absolute jargon, but I don't know, man. Didn't jive with me. I think it's the weakest Avengers film. I don't think anyone is going to challenge me there.
Oh God!
But it's scientific fact that this is the weakest Avenger film. Sorry, because it is number 14 on our list, and this is the first Avengers one to come up. So deal with it. Mate. Deal with it. But we'll move on. Okay, that's fair enough, Ryan. You watch whatever makes you happy, mate. As long as you're having fun, we don't care, do we, lads? Anyway, number 14. Drum roll, please. Dan, I'm going to leave this one with you because I know you like this a lot, I think. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. aka the greatest film of all time. Dan, is this... I assume... I know what you're going to tell me. You're going to tell me this is too low. It should be higher, right?
Definitely should be higher.
It should be higher. But I agree that the first one is a better film. I think you...
100%.
Yeah. Jam, have you seen both of these films?
I've seen both of them.
Okay, did you agree that the first one's better than the second one?
Yes.
Yeah. Again, Kurt Russell, right, is in the second one?
Yes.
It's his dad, yeah. Cool.
Yeah, ego.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Dan, why should this film be higher?
It's the whole sort of Guardians of the Galaxy is in a way, undervalued.
That is the one that come out of nowhere. No one knew what the fuck it was, and then it's just this fucking. Everyone knows Groot. Everyone knows fucking Star-Lord.
Yeah, like they've turned the Guardians of the Galaxy from something that nobody really knew to one of the
Household
best
names,
franchises in the Marvel universe, and it's
even scored a game with Square Enix. Oh, Crystal Dynamics. No, who did that?
Yeah,
carry on. Sorry, Dan. Now.
Yeah, it's just it's so undervalued. Not to say it's the best film. I did really still enjoy it, but it's definitely not better than one. But I do believe it should be higher than that.
I'm inclined to agree. I do believe. Again, I've just gonna fucking mimic what you said. Good film. First one's better. Should be higher. Sham, do you agree, or do you think this is about right for Guardians 2?
I wasn't a massive fan of Guardians 2.
Okay, why weren't you?
I've seen it. I think twice, and I think I've checked out partway through.
Fair enough.
Both times,
mate. You do what you need to do.
But I really like the first one. It's really good film.
First one's so good, mate. It was just it was like Chris Pratt doing his little, and like the chemistry they've all got is something that
I agree with Ryan. I just remember he's going to find his dad. His dad's a bad guy.
That is the plot.
I think
that's basically the plot.
And becomes a big face.
Yeah, and it's like bam. But I mean, like Guardians, they all have that chemistry. I think a lot of the other films do lack. I believe so, anyway. But it is what it is, mate. Scientifically, it's a scientific fact. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is the 14th best Marvel film. Deal with it. Number 13, lucky for some, unlucky for some, I should say. Winter Soldier. People love this film, right?
Like, it's far better than the first.
Way better than the first. I agree. Dan, have you seen this one?
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen it, but it's a long time ago. I think I've seen it when it came out. I don't remember much, but I remember it being fucking mint. I think this was this the first what the brothers called who directed the Russo brothers? Is that a thing? Yeah, was this their first one? I think it was.
Yeah, no.
Was it not? Or did they do?
They did Civil War.
Yeah, I know that. I mean, I know that one.
I don't know.
Wait, give me Winter Soldier. Right, 2014, by the way. Film's 8 years old.
Oh,
this was a Russo brothers film. Okay, Ryan's not interested in the Winter Soldier. I'm not saying it's. I think that's about right, but I mean, certain people you do speak to say, "Oh, Winter Soldier is the best film in the MCU." Yeah, that's a bit much, right? I'm not sure. You two think this is about right for Winter Soldier, or should it higher or lower, or what?
Yeah, I'm not one of them thinks it's amazing, but I do like it, and it was much better than the. I went to the cinema to see this one. Remember it, and I remember going on. I was actually far better than the first one.
Yeah, and Bucky does a good job as well, and also Falcon and the Winter Soldier is also. I mean, it's a bit. I don't know how to put it. Do you know what I mean? Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Is he in Winter Soldier? I'm talking about what Ryan just said, T'Challa.
Oh, I don't know. Ryan. I think he
turns up in Civil War.
Civil War, yeah. Yeah. Gentlemen. Moving on. Unless you got anything to add on Winter Soldier. Sorry. No. I mean, you do speak to some people, they fucking love Winter Soldier. Like Edgy, I know, likes Winter Soldier a lot, doesn't he? I think he does, and quite a lot of my American friends on Twitter rave about Winter Soldier. But it is what it is. At number 12, are you ready? I'm offended by this one. But it's a scientific fact that it's number 12 on our list, so I've got to do what science says. Far From Home.
That's the second one.
It is the second one.
Yeah.
That's pretty higher.
Gone against my previous logic, but I think this is better than Homecoming. I think Jake Gyllenhaal is fantastic as Mysterio. Like, genuinely brilliant as Mysterio. That's what we want Mysterio to be. Like, when he sort of the revelation comes along and he starts laughing in that bar and everything just starts. That's so good.
Yeah,
and he's like, don't apologise for being the smartest person in the room. Like, you fucking prick, but I love you, mate.
Yeah, I agree with Ryan.
It's so good. Yeah, I mean, yeah,
maybe even higher.
I'd say. Yeah, that's the lowest I'd put it. I can't remember my list.
Definitely the best. It's better. I agree. It's better than the first one.
Yeah. But I mean, I love Far From Home. Like, genuinely, because it's just so. It's good, man. It's good.
Film.
Very good. Number 11. Unless you got anything to say?
No.
Cool. Spider-Man Double Bill. Homecoming is number 11. Scientific fact that it is apparently better than the second one, even though it isn't. But it is what it is, mate. This film, not too much lower, but I feel it should be lower. I didn't gel with this at all. I'm not sure if you lot did. I'm not sure if you.
I liked it.
Yeah, I mean, it's got
Tom Holland was good. Well, Tom Holland was introducing
Civil War.
Civil War.
Yeah.
But I liked how I didn't get another origin story for Spider-Man.
Bingo.
I was like, they skipped that shit. I was like, good.
Yeah, we've seen it.
We all know how he becomes Spider-Man.
We've seen it a million times in the cartoons and
Well,
a lot of comics.
Really like
we tried it.
Jump straight into the story to get on with it.
Yeah, we're done. Dan, have you seen Homecoming?
Yes.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I did enjoy it.
Did you enjoy it 11 out of 27 enough, or should it be lower?
I would say that the second film, Far From Home, is better than Homecoming. But to be fair to itself, the film is good. The film is good. I really enjoyed
North Korea, South Korea, Marilyn Monroe. Ryan started the fire.
Michael Keaton.
Tom Holland.
That's it, yeah. Like the role reversal from Batman to a villain.
Yeah. Happens again with Thor. Christian Bale's a baddie. He's Batman.
Yeah.
So now what we need is George Clooney, Val Kilmer, and Adam West has passed away,
but it's a fantastic.
Ryan's right here. Not beating a dead horse like Batman films do. That really annoys me with Batman. I've not seen the new Batman, but
apparently that doesn't do it. But
how long have they got? Let's tell that story again, and then do 40 minutes of everything you already know.
Oh, the Joker. Let's bring him back for another film. I love the Joker. Don't get me wrong, but I'm like, lads,
there are more villains.
Lads, come on, my dad, stuff like that niche stuff. I want to see. I don't want to see fucking Joker. I do want to see Joker. Don't get me wrong, but I don't want to see him again for a while. Unpopular opinion, probably not. Willem Dafoe would make a wicked Joker.
Yes, he would.
Yeah, for Killer Croc. His smile would just, and he's just a twat, isn't he? Number 10, run top 10, lads. I'm very excited. I'm very excited right now. Are you ready for this? Are you hanging on the edge of your seat? You're supposed to finish the line, John. I'm quite disappointed as a Queen fan you didn't finish that line.
Another one bites the dust.
Whatever, mate. Marvel's Avengers, number 10. Is this about right? I'd say
top 10.
It's the second. Yeah, it is. Yeah,
the first culmination of all the big guys.
Obviously didn't have the budget of the later Avengers films, but because obviously less people were in it, and so on. But I mean, Loki's good. All the Avengers, again, they had a bit of chemistry, which was nice. And it was, yeah, I agree, Ryan. It's a bit. I mean, the problem is, like Dan said about Thor, that there's been better Avengers films, like way better Avengers films, which has sort of left this one in the dust a bit. I'm not sure if you guys agree with what I just said, but I don't know if you want to.
Yeah, there's definitely been better Avengers.
Yeah, Dan.
We haven't had them yet.
Yeah. So science has showed up for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it is what it is, mate. It is what it is, indeed. Anything to add on Avengers before I move on?
Nope.
Now, this next one, I'm very surprised it's this high. Pleasantly surprised, don't get me wrong.
Well, I think I know what it is.
Pleasantly surprised this film is this high. I'm going to spoil what the film is. It just had a sequel, just come out. Doctor Strange is number 9. I'm not sure if you agree with this, or this is sort of one that's sort of been sat in everyone's middle who's voted, and then it's just sort of climbed the table that way. I'm sure that's what's happened. No one's voted it quite low.
Why did put it lower?
I like Doctor Strange. I think it's mad, but I'm not sure. Dan, have you seen Doctor Strange?
Yep.
Yeah. Did you like it, or did you?
I really liked it. He's definitely up there again. One of the franchises that kind of came out of nowhere. I know Doctor Strange is quite popular in comics, but
he was in the Spider-Man cartoon as well, wasn't he? So that's where
Benedict Cumberbatch is just fantastic, and
he's an amazing.
That is the perfect.
He's a perfect fit, and
it's like Chris Hemsworth as well.
Yeah, it's just one of those where they've turned the franchise into something much bigger than what it actually was. And
like, no one knew what Doctor Strange was before the film come out. Nobody. And then the second one's come out. Everyone's buzzing. Everyone is erect. Do you know what I'm saying?
Marvel are good at casting this.
Yeah, right? I do agree. I do like this film, but I do agree it should be sitting around a little bit lower. Not much lower. Not like bottom, but like a little bit lower for me. But happy that it's so high and happy that people are enjoying the film. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I'm moving on though. Number 8. Everyone fucking loves this film. I'm not sure what you guys think. Black Panther is the film. Again, brilliant casting. Shame he's passed away. Such a sad day, wasn't it?
Yeah, I didn't even know he was ill.
It didn't show it, because I watched a video of him before he died. He was at the cinema, and kids were taking pictures of this like screen with him on, and he just jumped around the screen and went, Wakanda forever. And the kids were just going mental. It was heartwarming to see, and he was ill as well, and brings you tears. Right. A good film. Again, I believe it's the only. At the time, it was the only comic book film to be nominated for an Academy Award. I believe it was.
I think so. Yeah.
I don't think it's the case now. But again, that shows you, and obviously the main cast is the main character is a person of colour as well, which is great to see. A bit of representation on that front. I think Marvel are doing quite well with, like, Miss Marvel is. I don't want to get it wrong. I'm sorry. Let me check.
Latino.
Yes, thank you, John.
Latino.
Forgive my ignorance. I do apologise. I just don't want to get it wrong. But yeah, that representation there as well. And obviously you're gonna have little children of Latino descent say, "Oh, mummy, she looks like me." Like, yes, she fucking does. Yeah. Man. Come on.
But that's the good thing as well. Like with all like the black cast of. Like Black Panther as well. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's that, which is amazing to see the representation. But then you've got the film of Black Panther 2, which not Black Panther the first one, which is just sick.
Yeah, no, it's good. I enjoyed this film.
It's really good.
Andy Serkis as well is good. Plays a great act. Dan, you've seen this one. I know you have. Is this about right, or do you reckon it should be higher or lower? Or
I'd say it is about right for me.
I agree. I agree. About 7, 8, 9, something like that. It is 8. So science is right again. Jam, what do you reckon? Higher or lower? It's like Price is Right, isn't it?
I'm struggling to think of what's left in my head. I'd say it's right for me.
Okay.
Maybe a bit higher, but I can't remember what's left.
Okay.
Like,
cool.
Completely. Oh no, I would.
There are 7 films left.
There's 7 films.
7 films.
I maybe put it above one more.
Okay. The one more is probably number 7. I'm going to move on to number 7 now. That's cool.
I'll tell you if it is.
Okay. Number 7 on this drum roll, please. Practically an Avengers film. Civil War.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd put it above Civil War.
Okay. Because Civil War is one of my favourite Marvel books. Like, it's just good. I think the film misses the boat a bit. A little bit. It's still like...
It's a really good film.
I mean, I just don't... I think they make a mountain out of a molehill. I don't think they'd fall out like that. But then again, some of the shit that happens in these other films, why not? Daniel.
Yes.
Have you seen Civil War?
Yes.
Do you like Civil War?
Yes. Very good.
It is. No, from what I'm saying, it is a good film. From what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But
what I'm saying.
It is what it is, mate.
I think it's a good film because it mixes the sort of. So Iron Man kind of went off on a bit of a whim, and Captain America, I think, it was obviously his third film, and I felt it was better than the other two.
Yeah,
so,
I think I agree. I think this is the best Captain America film. Science has proven again.
Yeah, it is. Again, it's no one. I guarantee you could ask some people, and they won't think it's even a Captain America film.
Yeah, because my light-hearted joke when I said the film, it was practically an Avengers film.
Exactly.
So everyone's fucking in it.
And that's Russo Brothers as well.
Sorry, everyone. Go on. Sorry.
Okay, carry on.
I can't remember what I was going to say. You go.
What Ryan says, like, to me, any standalone film should be 10 or lower. I kind of agree with that because I like the chemistry between the Avengers and when they're grouped off or something like that. Guardians of the Galaxy. I always enjoyed that better than a standalone film. But like Black Panther over this because, like I said, I think it was overdone.
Right. I don't think I understand what that means. Standalone film? Do you mean just a single entry in?
Yeah.
So Black Panther get the sequel in it.
So I like Black. On paper, I should like Civil War more than Black Panther.
Yes,
because I like the team chemistry, etc.
Yeah,
and the banter they have and the gags and whatever. But then, I think Civil War has just been it was overcooked.
Yeah,
I think it was too much.
Right, okay, that's fair. Mate,
I watched it over Christmas, like at my mum's, and it was like, is this film still going on?
I had that problem with Civil War. I had to go back to it because I was fucking hell. But I agree, it's got some good set pieces. The Russo brothers sort of knew what they were doing with the Avengers, which was quite nice. Again, which is why it's technically an Avengers film. I believe it is technically, and
it is. Yeah,
out of taking the piss, but it is what it is. But yeah, Dan, anything to add, or can I move on? Move on. Number 6. We're getting there, lads. We're getting there. We're doing well as well. We're not over committing to like talking about nonsense, mate. I'm just gonna go for it. Iron Man, number 6. Now, I'm gonna tell the story about Iron Man again. Right? When I went to watch Iron Man, I felt like I was the only person in the whole fucking world who knew what it was, right? I'm sure you two did as well. Right? I went there, there was like, oh, there's an after credit scene. I was like, no, there's not. Like, sure. Yes, there is. Yeah, there is. Like, okay, whatever. Film finished. Everyone fucks off. Right, the cleaning lady comes in. Clean under the seats, mate. Me and our mate Daz, Jam, you know Daz, obviously. We stood at the door, lights are on. I'm just like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, is there on? I believed it. I was like, yeah, there is a. Sam Jackson turns up. I was like, fucking told you. Bursts out the thing. Fucking Avengers, mate. Let's go. No one knew what I was talking about. Everyone thought I meant that 60s TV British show, The Avengers. Do you know what I mean?
It was The Avengers,
everyone's like, no, not that. But this film, probably the most important of the lot, because if this film failed, it wouldn't have been. Do you agree? I'm not sure if you'd.
Yeah. If it failed, it wouldn't have made The Avengers.
Exactly. Still, I think I haven't watched it for ages, but I'm sure it still holds up. Jeff Bridges' Ironmonger bit lackluster for me when he does get the suit on and they do start. It's a bit like, okay. But Jeff Bridges is brilliant. Again, I don't know what you two think. I know you love Iron Man, Jam.
I'm telling you now that there's a film that I think should be lower than that, and we haven't had it yet.
Let me see if I can think which one it is.
And again, it goes against what I've just said about. No, yeah.
I think I know which one it is, and I don't think you're gonna be happy. Okay, that's cool. Dan, you've seen Iron Man. I know you have.
Yes.
What did you agree with what I said, or
it's the best one?
Yeah.
It deserves to be where it is.
So you think 6 is about right for Iron Man?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would agree. Yeah.
I'd say top 5 or 6 was about right as well.
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. just come back. He's been in trouble, and he was like, who was he with? Sarah Jessica Parker, was it, or someone else? I'm making it up. I don't know who it was.
She's not in it.
No.
Yeah, because it was his weapons being sold to the terrorists, wasn't it?
I meant in real life. It was he? Because he
I don't know.
He went to. Yeah, he had trouble with drugs, I think. Did Robert Downey Jr. But he went a bit off the rails.
Yeah.
He got clean. He got clean. Did Iron Man, smashed it. When they were discussing Iron Man 2, he wanted more money. Obviously, Iron Man's a hit. Started off as a massive chain of films. Went to the executives, had his agent with him, and Marvel said to him, they can't, I don't know how much it was, but they said they can't offer him more money because people only come to see the helmet, the Iron Man. And his argument was, you're wrong. Tony Stark is just as big as a character as Iron Man, i.e. Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
And he was right. And he said to his agent, don't let them fuck about. Don't let them fuck me off. Get it sorted out, I want more money. And that's his history. Do you know what I mean? He deserves every penny.
That's how Terrence Howard didn't get his job back.
Yeah. To be fair, again,
he had to be taking the pay cut, so they recast him.
Yeah. But I think...
And that's why I think them two had a feud as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
Because he won't get the money.
But he was brilliant in Iron Man 1. So good, like cheeseburger first and all that. But gentlemen, top 5. Drum roll, please. I don't think this is the film you're on about, Jam. I genuinely don't. Mate, I know what we're doing. In a minute. Spider-Man No Way Home is number 5.
This is wrong.
The crowd goes wild. Does it go wild?
No, it doesn't.
Too low. Right. I do. Some people did submit their. Tell Steph said, go and ride a bike.
Jack says, go and ride a bike.
Fuming.
She says she's going to.
Fuming. Yeah, so when people were voting, I think a lot of people by mistake just submitted the list 1 to 27 as it was, which is why I think this would be a bit higher. Is this too low? Number 5, Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Dan.
I haven't even seen it, and I would.
Oh
say
my
yes.
God, Dan.
Never got around to it.
Dan.
I'm not saying it's too low. I'm just saying there's another film that needs to be lower than it.
I think I know which one it is.
Lower than the last two. This one and the Iron Man.
I think I know which one it is, and I don't think.
I just want it in just behind. Not like it should be down the list.
Yeah. Okay. Obviously Spider-Man No Way Home is fine. Like not like it's beautiful. Don't get me wrong, but I do think a lot of the. It's I remember this. I just think that is a lot of the film's highs.
It was very fan servicey.
Yeah, fan servicey, which is fine. It did a good job of being fan servicey. I was all for it as well, but I do. It was a lot of. I remember this, and it even Green Goblin even says the line, and I was like, of course he did. But I mean, it was good. It was like, oh yeah, that was sick. I'm talking like I don't like No Way Home. I did like No Way Home. Do not get me wrong. And obviously, I'm not going to. Dan's not seeing it. I'm not going to think. Is that on Disney Plus yet, Dan? Get it sorted, mate.
It's not.
None of the Spider-Men are.
Now, they're not. Oh,
They're on
because
Netflix.
fucking
Sony owned, aren't they?
Sony, ruin it. The monopoly's being ruined.
No, they are being put on though.
Yeah, man.
I think
so as well. Yeah. Excuse me. Number 4. Are you ready for number 4? Do you want to carry on? I could talk about No Way Home all day.
Number 4 is Guardians of the Galaxy.
It is not Guardians of the Galaxy.
What the
Is that the film?
Can I just take a guess? Is number 4?
No.
Oh, that one.
We've got Infinity War, Endgame, Ragnarok,
and
Guardians.
That is the final 4. You've kept up quite well. I'm quite impressed.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4 is this is wrong, by the way. I'll be honest with you. Drum roll, please.
Ryan, you're wrong.
Infinity War.
Yeah, that's wrong.
In it.
Yeah.
I think Infinity War is the best Avengers film. I'll tell you that now.
Yeah.
Dan, do you agree? Dan, do you think that, or do you like Endgame better?
Infinity War.
Yeah, I think we all agreed Infinity War is better. Ryan, what do you think?
What?
Ryan's fuming. This has pissed everyone off, right?
I just feel with the Infinity War and Endgame, very, very good, like back to back, amazing. But I think the journey is better than the end, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, no,
like getting there.
Yeah, so the journey, most of it is Infinity War, which is why I love it. And Thanos at the end just sat there, just thinking he's won.
No, Brian, you're wrong with the first thing you said.
Ryan's just wrong. Ryan, scientific fact: the 4th best Marvel film, MCU film, is Avengers: Infinity War. Again, Josh Brolin is fucking mint in this film. Like I said earlier, that Marvel struggle with villains. They did not struggle with Thanos. He's fucking awesome. Everything is in. And it all like there's that scene as well where Thor throws that freaking axe thing, and he's like,
should have gone for the head.
Yeah.
Mate, yes. Some of this choreography as well is just staggering.
Sick. I like the chemistry between everyone's great.
Mm-hmm.
This is my friend, Tree.
Yeah. Corgan Infinity War, isn't he?
No.
Is it not?
You see him in End. No, he's not even in Endgame. Oh, I don't know. No, he's not even in Endgame.
Yes, he is. He's in
I
one.
might be. I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah, Korg is in
Ragnarok.
Korg is in an Avengers. He's in Endgame because he's sat with Thor playing the Xbox or PlayStation or whatever he's playing.
Yeah.
So. Now top 3. Remember the top 3, Jam?
Yeah.
What were they?
One of them's wrong.
Right. So out of these top 3, you would keep 2, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Would you just say them for me? Because I don't know.
No. Yeah, so I would Ragnarok and Endgame. Yeah, I'd keep them probably, yeah.
I know what order I've got.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Number 3 on the list. Drum roll, please. I can tell you, because I remember this, when a certain somebody on the show right now submitted their votes, that this film was that person's number 1. And I remember, because I didn't. All I see,
This is wrong, mate.
When the votes come in, all I saw was an IP address. But I knew it was this person because I know this person loves this film very much, and it's number 1. And you can see me looking at Dan, because Dan, what did you vote for number 1?
I'm sure it was Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy. Scientifically proven fact that Guardians of the Galaxy is the 3rd best MCU film.
This is the
wrong
MCU
one?
film that I would put this behind Iron Man.
Iron Man.
Yeah.
Are you high?
I love it. I love Guardians, but I like Iron Man. And what was the other one? Infinity War.
Are you high? I mean, Infinity War, fair enough. Are you high right now? Is this?
No, I'm not.
I haven't. 3 for me. I mean, okay, fair enough, right? 3 for me is about right. Sorry, Dan. But I mean, again, I was talking about Guardians before. It's burst on the scene. Chris Pratt was brilliant. Batista was just like, whoa, what the fuck? You fit this character perfectly.
Really good film.
Everybody had a personality, and it made it just so good.
Mm-hmm.
And the opening scene's amazing. Yeah, I always remember the opening scene.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, hooked on a feeling. And it's. Can
we all just agree that Guardians of the Galaxy has the best soundtrack?
Agreed. I've never bought it on vinyl more than once, I'll tell you that for free.
Better than AC/DC's.
Fucking
fantastic.
Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
There's more range in that sound.
There is much more range.
Because Iron Man 2 is just an AC/DC album, which fair enough.
It is, yeah.
But as a soundtrack to I know Purple Rain and shit like that is. But as a soundtrack to a film, it's like, but then you've got Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 1, brilliant. Yeah,
it's a really good film.
I mean, Chris Pratt. I mean, I knew Chris Pratt from I can't remember where. Do you know what I mean?
Parks and Recreation.
I didn't know it at this point. I didn't watch it at this point. I didn't.
Yeah, I hadn't watched it at that point.
I'm not sure where I knew him from, but I didn't know Chris Pratt.
I knew him from. I've seen him in it. But
obviously, when I was a whippersnapper, Batista was rocking the WWE, so I remember that. Daz used to watch that a lot, and so on. But it's brilliant. And I believe this is the first film Thanos shows up as well. I think I may be wrong.
At the end.
Correct me if I'm wrong. And end credit scene was like, fine, I'll do it myself.
It was like a super purple Thanos,
yeah. It was definitely, you definitely redid him. Retouched him up, mate, you know what I mean? Oh, so was that it might have been Avengers, you're right. That's probably right. I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds right.
That sounds right, so we'll go with it. Now there's 2 more films left. Unless you've got anything to add on Guardians of the Galaxy, Dan.
There is a correct order for these 2 films as well.
Daniel.
Yes.
Do you have anything to add on Guardians of the Galaxy, the greatest film of all time, before I move on to top 2?
It's just fantastic.
That's the greatest film of all time. Okay, my number 1 is in the top 2. Jam, is your number 1 in this top 2?
Yes.
Is it? That's interesting, because I can't see... I think our number 1s were the same then, because I can't see you... From what you said previously on the show today, I can't see your number 1 being the other one that wasn't mine.
No, hang on. What were 2 left?
2 left. I don't want to say them because I don't want to.
I know what they are.
Yeah. What are they? If you don't mind.
Endgame and Ragnarok.
Right. Okay. One of them is your number 1.
Yeah.
Are you willing to disclose that information before I say them? Which one?
I will disclose the information if you want me to disclose the information.
I'd like nothing more in life than you to tell me your number 1 MCU.
I can tell you I didn't vote for Endgame in the top 2.
Okay, so your number 1's Ragnarok.
Yeah.
That's interesting. That's very interesting. Okay. I'm not gonna... I'll stop. Number 2.
No, you got to say number 1.
Number 1.
You got to tell us what number 1 is.
Okay, tell me number 1 is. Where? Drum roll, please.
Because we can work out the other one.
Drum roll, please. Scientifically proven the best MCU film, according to the beautiful people that voted in the Casual Report, top Marvel films, MCU bollocks of all time.
MCU bollocks.
It can't be anything else, can it? It can't. The highest grossing film of all time, ish, I think. It still is, I think.
Oh my god.
The top film in MCU, as voted for by the beautiful people. Science is wrong again. It's Endgame. So we'll do Ragnarok first, if I may. Now, Ragnarok's my number 1. I assume it's yours as well, Jam, from what you just said, because you just told me. Ragnarok, right? after Thor 2, I was really worried about where Thor was going to go and if it was just going to like fizzle out or just like cut him completely. But they were like Taika Waititi.
He held his own in the Avengers film.
Yeah, oh yeah, he did. To be fair,
No, I mean, it was a good character in them.
Yeah, Taika Waititi, famous of course, from the brilliant What We Do in the Shadows. Have you seen What We Do in the Shadows?
No.
You should watch What We Do in the Shadows because it's fucking brilliant.
I don't know, Ryan. People are wrong, that's why.
People are wrong. But I mean, he's in Suicide Squad. Huh. Didn't know that. Oh, he's in Lightyear as well. Sorry. Taika Waititi comes along, you know, What We Do in the Shadows, mockumentary jam, so take with that information what you will. There's a series, watch the film first. I've not watched the series yet. Now, Taika Waititi is the gentleman that does the voice for Korg, so again, do that what you will. He's also directing the next Thor film, but Ragnarok come around and they did that the in the trailer. What's it called? Magic Sword song. Synth song. It was like, what's going on here? And then Jeff Goldblum turns up, and it's all the colours are immaculate, and it's just jumps off the screen.
Hulk's in it too.
Hulk's in it as well. It's Hella's in it.
Bruce Banner's in it.
Yeah, Hella's in it. Of course,
Valkyrie's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I can't remember her name.
Yeah, no, Valkyrie's in it. It's funny. It's goes against what makes an MCU film a typical MCU film, which is why I think quite a lot of people are starting to shit on it now.
And Loki's in it as well. That's
Loki is brilliant. He turns up on the same play. You know, they just get rid of Asgard because it was like there's too much there. Idris Elba as well again as the
key master dude.
Yeah, I was forgetting his name. Why?
He was sick in it. I can't remember his name. That bridge scene though in Ragnarok.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it finally used "Immigrant Song" by Led Zeppelin. Kate Blanchett, obviously, is Hella is brilliant. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean. And obviously, you can give birth to that famous meme of Taika Waititi with the iPad, and you know if you see it. But I mean, this is peak fiction, mate. Peak fiction. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's great.
I'm not sure if you get Dan.
But Carl Urban's in it. I forgot about that.
Of course, he's in it. Yeah, Doctor Strange was because I've been falling for 30 minutes. Dan, did you rate Ragnarok quite high, or do you not remember?
It was in my. I'm pretty sure it was in my top 3.
Okay, I accept that. I mean, that's fair enough. Carl Urban has scored, yeah. Anthony Hopkins as well, reprising his role as Odin. I mean, yeah, I'm just ready. Am I not ready for Love and Thunder?
Yeah, so hopefully it'll be really good. It's going to be hard to follow, but Taika Waititi again, so...
I mean, Taika Waititi as well did Jojo Rabbit. Have you seen that?
No, not yet.
It's about a little Nazi lad who has a Jewish girl hiding in his wall in World War II. It's brilliant. It's like in Taika Waititi plays Hitler, a Jewish person playing Hitler is like tongue-in-cheek kind of thing. Yeah. So number 1. Let's get anything to add on Thor. You sound upset, lads, that Endgame's number 1.
I'm not upset because Endgame's a brilliant film. I can't have a complaint this even.
Yeah, right.
Number 1 that Ragnarok's better.
Ragnarok's better.
But I just think there was a lot of fighting most of the way through the film.
I know what you're saying, and obviously time jumping and stuff like that.
I enjoyed that part. I like time travel part.
It wasn't, and obviously the
I agree with you, Ryan.
The Doctor Strange character, I can't remember her name. The bald-headed lady.
What's the bald-headed lady called in Doctor Strange?
Sorcerer Supreme.
So technically she was the Sorcerer Supreme, yeah.
Yeah.
Can't remember her name. Because Wong becomes the Sorcerer Supreme.
Chicken Supreme, mate. But yeah, again, it was what we've all waited for since everyone sort of jumped on the Iron Man train and went with us and went back and who missed it. But I mean, again, I don't think it's the best Avengers film. I think that's Infinity War. I thought that was brilliant.
I'd also agree with that.
GG though, Dan.
The Asian sounds right, Ryan. Yeah.
There, that does sound right. Dan, did you rate? I'm sure you rated Endgame. Did you rate it a lot?
Endgame was high, but it wasn't. I think I put Ragnarok in front of it. I think I put it in 4th. I think when I did my list.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, I just feel people love it, and that's brilliant. People should consume the stuff they enjoy. Life's too short to watch shit you don't like, or play shit you don't like, or listen to stuff not interested in. Do you know what I'm saying? But congratulations, Avengers.
To be fair, like some of the standalone films can fall a bit flat, but then when these standalone characters are in the Avengers, I don't know, they're better. It's just better to watch them. They like bounce off each other.
Yeah,
things like that.
I agree. But yeah, congratulations, Endgame. Scientifically the greatest Marvel film. Our next, sorry to move on so quickly. Hooray! Golf clap for Avengers there. Next time, I'm going to throw up another votey thing in a few, probably next week. We're going to rank. We got into a bit of a debate in our casual report Discord private chat about Final Fantasy. Now, I need your help, lads. When we do Final Fantasy, obviously it's too many games to be doing all the spin-offs. When we do the mainline stuff from 1 to 15, I spoke to John about this the other day. It just says don't bother with 10-2, don't bother with 13, 2 and 3, don't bother with 12 Revenant Wings, don't bother with Crisis Core.
It'll just never end.
Yeah, so we're doing just 1 to 15, yeah? We agree.
We end up with Tactics, Dirge Cerberus.
Yeah, Dirge Cerberus Tactics, and Tactics is better than most Final Fantasy games, but that is a conversation for another day. We're happy with just 1 to 15. Danny, you happy with that?
Yeah.
It's going to take me about 4 seconds.
Shall we do... Is that including 7 Remake or not? Wait there.
I mean, it is technically a mainline.
Technically is.
It is technically mainline.
Yeah, include 7 Remake, yeah.
Okay, so...
Just don't count the DLC for it. Because obviously that's...
Yeah, spin-off.
Final Fantasy series. Okay, let me just...
Alexa, turn on the lamp.
Alexa, stop running game, please. Right.
Shoot.
Okay. So, release timeline. I'm just going to do that. We'll put 7 Remake in. But I'm just going to use the games that are on the release timeline on the Wikipedia page. I'm not doing Final Fantasy 14 OG. I'm just going to do Final Fantasy 14 A Realm Reborn. I'm just going to do Final Fantasy 14 on this, just as a thing. Just put Final Fantasy 8 last, right? Shit.
Yeah, they're just telling you to stick that one at the bottom.
No, I'm not going to put 16 in it either because we're not there. Yeah, we're not out yet. So tough shit. So Final Fantasy 1, 1987, all the way to Final Fantasy 15, 2016. Everyone happy with that?
That's 6 years old already. That's mental.
Yeah. 12's there. 12 will be there.
Hey, that was nearly a spin-off game as well. It was nearly versus 13, wasn't it?
No, it was 15.
That's what I meant. 15 was nearly versus 13.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, it got rejigged and... I always wondered what...
12 will be there, Brian.
At the bottom, but it'll be there. Got him! Yeah, look out for that. I'm sure I'll tweet about it. We'll be in the Discord. we'll have a chat about Final Fantasy. It always goes well, because Final Fantasy's always got it. It's like Star Wars-esque fans as well, as you could probably imagine, Jam. There's always...
Yeah, well, 10-2's not even in the equation, Ryan.
Army of
Not to
dickheads.
discredit the game, it's just like if we include that, we're including everything.
Yeah, so let's go with it. So we do 1 to 15. If we did like sequels and shit, we'd have to do 4 after years. Right, 1. So 7 Dirge of Cerberus, Crisis Core, Before Crisis, remake. 4 of them. 8, 9, no, 10, 10, 2, 11, 12.
8 remaster.
12 Revenant Wings. I'm sure no one would mind if we group them together. Revenant Wings. 13, 1, 2, and 3.
Final Fantasy 3's about twice.
Yeah. Tactics, all that shit. So again,
you'd even technically put Dissidia in there.
probably put just probably.
That'd be way too much, and no one's gonna have played them all anyway. Even if we do the main line, because I haven't played them all.
All right. No, I agree. But yeah, we'll do that next. Dirge as well, yeah. So we'll just do mainline and remake, if that's cool. I'll set it up on the site. What site does they use? That one, Zoho. I'll send out a survey again, and you can all give us your wrong opinions about Final Fantasy mainline order. But until then, I'll be back Thursday. I'm not sure what these two gentlemen are doing, but I'm sure you'll see them eventually, sometime in the future.
That should be Thursday.
Yeah, thank you so much for your time today, everybody. It's been a pleasure. Finally got the MCU shit out of the way. Yeah, it did change at the last minute. We were live as well. Who cares? If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget, post your fucking top 5 or so MCU films. Tell us we're wrong. Tell us you don't agree with our scientific methods. And hit like and subscribe and all that shit as well, because we appreciate that. But until then, we'll see you cats on the flip flap later. Keep it casual. See you later. Up the toffees.
Peace.
Yes, fine.